Hello, welcome back to the Lake District National Park. We are back in the beautiful Buttermere today, ticking off some more Wainwrights. We've just driven over this morning. We've booked a night stay in Buttermere Youth Hostel. So we've got a couple of days of hiking planned, which I'm really excited about. It's the first time I've been back out in the fells properly since returning from the Dolomites. So I'm eager to get out. So today I'm doing a hike which is about 13 kilometers long with roughly 1,000 meters of elevation. And I'm going to be ticking off 3 Wainwrights today. The first one, which is going to be the highest of the day, is Grassmoor, sitting at 852 meters, I believe. And then we're going to drop down to One Dope, and lastly we'll head over to Whiteless Pike, which will be the third and final Wainwright of the day. So really nice route planned. If you followed the channel for a little while, you'll know I absolutely love Buttermere. It's one of my favourite places in the lakes. It is just absolutely stunning. I've got so many amazing memories of doing hikes and camps around this area. I've never been up to Grassmoor before. I've been on the fells near it because it heads over towards the top end of the Coaldale Horseshoe near Eel Crag. So I've been in the area, but I've never headed over to Grassmoor or the other fells. I'm hoping we'll get a really nice view looking over Crummock, over towards Melbrake, and then we'll be able to look over to Red Pike, High Style, and maybe catch some of the Buttermere Lake as well. So it should be a really nice view. The weather forecast is sunshine all day with some clouds dotted around, so not too windy. So I think we're in for a really nice day. By the end of today, I'm only going to have 29 Wainwrights left to tick off. So we're getting towards the end of completing the 214. So yeah, really excited to tick off some more. It's a beautiful day in the lakes, and man, it feels good to be back. So I'm just walking off the summit of Grassmoor. First Wainwright of the day, and the highest one sitting at 852 meters. It was a proper slog coming up here, I'm not gonna lie. It took me from Buttermere 2.5 hours to get to the top, which was a lot longer than I thought it would take. It was just kind of relentless incline, and I just feel pretty tired today. I felt good this morning, but as soon as I got going, I knew my energy levels were just a bit low, and yeah, struggled quite a bit on that climb. Beautiful views though, and you'll have hopefully seen the heather has come out into flower and it looks absolutely stunning. However, when I was walking through that part of the trail where the heather was in flower, there was this incredible swarm of flying ants, I think they were, and I got absolutely hammered by them for about an hour. I've never seen anything like it. You might have seen them on the GoPro footage, but I couldn't quite believe it, and I've never seen anything like that in the Lake District. Luckily, they weren't really attacking me, they weren't that interested in me, but just the sheer volume of them, they were just flying into me. But once we got through the swarm of insects, the view, as you can see, is just unbelievable. It really is stunning. We've had beautiful views looking over to Crummock Water, over to Melbrake, and from the summit there we could see all the way down to Buttermere. You can see the whole of the Buttermere horseshoe. Hev is out on a run on the other side of the valley today. She's on Red Pike, High Style, Haystacks and Fleetwith Pike today. She's ticking off those Wainwrights over there, because I've already done the ones over there and she's already done the ones here, so we're doing separate routes today. She'll probably be finishing in about half an hour, whilst I'm all the way up here. A few notes from the climb up here. So you skirt around Ranadale Knotts first, then you drop back down to the road, and then you start the proper climb up to Grassmoor. The route that will be in the description, firstly there's a little bit of a road section which you need to be careful on obviously. You'll see on the map that there's a black dotted line that will then join onto the green dotted line, which is the main footpath leading up here. That black dotted line was not so great. It wasn't a very clear footpath, and I think it was mainly because of the amount of ferns that had grown over it. And I was wading through chest-high ferns, and yeah, it was a bit grim to be honest, that bit. But once I got past that bit, the path up here was very straightforward. I've just come over this little hump here, and we can now see the path that goes all the way up to Eel Crag, which is the highest point of the Caldale Horseshoe. And you can see over there Grisdale Pike, and behind it the Northern Fells and Skiddaw and Blencathra way over in the distance. We're dropping down a little bit now, and then we're going to head over to Wandope here, and then all the way along this ridge here, all the way down to Whiteless Pike, which will be the final Wainwright of the day, and then from there we'll drop down back into Buttermere, where your boy is going to have an ice cream, because I've been thinking about it all day, and there is an incredible ice cream shop, I think it's called Sykes Farm, down in Buttermere, and it is absolutely incredible. There's some people coming up the path now, so I'm going to put the camera down and I'll catch up with you probably on my descent back down into Buttermere. the end of the walk now, just past the turn off to go up to Rhinadale Knots up there, which is another Wainwright, but I've already ticked that one off. And all the way down I've had this beautiful view looking down towards Buttermere. That water looks very inviting. We have brought our swimming stuff, so we might have to go for a dip, because yeah, it's really warm now that I'm back down in the valley. It was really cold up there, but really hot again. Nice descent back down into the valley. If anything, the views for the return journey back to Buttermere have been a little bit better, just because you're facing the Buttermere Valley all the way back down, and the view from Whiteless Pike and Wandope, both of them were just awesome views. The one from Wandope was so nice, looking over to Eel Crag, and you can see all the way down the valley, and yeah, it was just really nice. So it's been an awesome walk. I haven't been hammered by insects for the second half. There was a section on the way up to Whiteless Pike where, yeah, there was quite a lot, and I was thinking, oh no, it's going to be like this all the way down again. But they chilled out, and yeah, they've had an afternoon off, because I don't know if I could go through that again. It was absolutely brutal on the way up. So, but all in all, it's been such a nice day out. It feels awesome to be back in the lakes, out in the hills, out in the fells. This is why I love Buttermere so much. It is just so picturesque. It's a lot quieter than the rest of the lakes, however, it has got a lot more popular over the last few years. Everywhere has since the pandemic though, so it's to be expected. We've made it back down in time for an ice cream, absolutely buzzing. We've done a total of 12 kilometres, and it's taken 4 hours from when I set off from the youth hostel, so good timing. Like I said, I was absolutely knackered on the way up. My energy levels were just so low, but throughout the walk I feel like I've got a bit looser, and yeah, feeling quite good now. Definitely ready and deserved an ice cream. And yeah, we've got a nice tea tonight, and it'd be rude not to go to the pub as well, so I think we'll do that later. I will leave the route in the description as always, that will take you to the OS Maps app, where you'll be able to download the route yourself. And yeah, just before we end it, I saw a lot of rubbish on the floor beneath Rhinadale Knots, and I know all you guys are legends. Anyone who watches this video is automatically a legend, and I know you're probably the last person to drop anything on the floor, but just a gentle reminder of leaving no trace. Leave the fells as they were when you set off, and yeah, everyone can enjoy them. That's what we want. And that's all I'll say on the matter. Thank you so much for watching the video. As always, the love, the support, all the comments, everything just, yeah, means the world. The Dolomites videos that I most recently posted, had so much love for them. I'm glad you all enjoyed them. It's a little bit different to the channel, bringing some action from abroad. Hopefully there'll be some more of that to come in the future, in the coming years. For the meantime, I've got loads of Lake District plans. Definitely going to be doing some more wild camps very soon, and yeah, before we know it, it'll be autumn, and then it'll be winter. I live for those epic days out in the fells in the winter where, yeah, gets a little bit sketchy and a little bit brutal, but for now we're going to enjoy the beautiful summer in the lakes. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Cheers.